This is the setting, War Memorial Stadium in Laramie, Wyoming. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Connecticut Huskies and the Wyoming Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. The Cowboys ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense will get the ball first. The man who will run the offense is Jake Merklinger. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. This is the setting, War Memorial Stadium in Laramie, Wyoming. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Connecticut Huskies and the Wyoming Cowboys. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this when Holly Rowe has the latest.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
Keep that Super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies offense to go on the attack first. The man who will run the offense is Jake Merklinger. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. The run inside. It's Christian. Picks up the first down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Solid run on the last play, gives this offense another first down. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Christian. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Christian. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Defense.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They want to run this quarterback. Shakes off the defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. UConn is now threatening in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Christian. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And they have made no bones about this first drive, have they? Like, they said they were going to come out and establish the run and be physical. And the more physical team was going to win. And this offensive line so far, first drive, setting the tone. Getting movement up front, getting running backs going. Palmer, the game gets very easy when you can run the football and establish that early in the football game.
And you just keep doing it until the defense can stop it. That's got to be so demoralizing on the other side of the football because you're absolutely getting the ball shoved down your throat right now early in this game. And you're right. You're letting the opponent completely dictate the terms of this football game to you. So until you prove you can stop it and you get more physical, it's going to be much of the same as this game continues to go on.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The play-action fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Quick completion on the out. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Gonna run it. It's Reeder. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. Might have a chance. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. They give it to him again. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal. After that last one, they're staring at a second and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Running inside, it's Bowers. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UConn!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. Makes the grab in their space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds his big tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Cowboys will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The option, he'll keep it. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
The run inside. It's Harris. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Cowboys! He got it back corner of the end zone.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They believe they can run right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the run, it's Reeder. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. UConn will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reeder. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They go right back to it. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Reeder. Trying to save time on defense. They use their 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in at the 25. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man, it's Richardson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
Well, he threw a touchdown on the last drive. You saw him on the sideline talking to his play caller. Let's keep throwing it. They can't stop us. So here they are in the very next drive. First play, they're taking a shot. This offense right now, you can tell, they feel like they're unstoppable throwing.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Working the middle, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Got his man. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. With the catch, it's Curry. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And the Cowboys have pushed it inside the 20. Third down play from the gun. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
After that incompletion, it's now fourth and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make it 3? Rushes on him. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Syracuse Orange. And it's the Fighting Irish looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Laramie. This defense has set the tone through 2 quarters of football. They've drawn a line in the sand, and they've held it. It's why they'll take a lead into the second half, and it could be why they come away with a big victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Holman. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires to the big fella. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Lost to throw again. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Harris. Quick spin on the run. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking for room. It's Harris. Pulled down for the tackle. This feels like 4-down territory. 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun. Wants to pass. Quick strike complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The give to the lone running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. UConn going back to work on offense. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. On the run, it's Reeder. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Here's the handoff. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. And it'll be down right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Holman. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Can they catch him? Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Reeder. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running the read option to the left. Oh, he's got some space.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Creates a little space. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Wants to keep it in the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The UConn offense goes back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. 2nd down coming up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bowers. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Hard running there. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Using his legs, it's Bowers. There's a crease. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Handoff from the shotgun.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Time for the offense to try to put together a 4th quarter drive to break a tie. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Holman. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Crosses the 45. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, here we are. It's every quarterback's dream. You're down by a score late in the game, 2-minute situation. You get to march your offense down the field.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Under fire! And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the move. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
And he's dragged down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, running the ball there and getting the 1st down is big. You've got 3 timeouts, and this might be a place where you want to just use one here. Catch your breath and get your plan of attack on.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. Running inside, it's Reeder. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Drag down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The run inside. It's Holman. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Looking for room. It's Reeder. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Timeout on the field, and everyone wanting to make sure that they're locked in on this play in overtime. And here we go, a field goal try to win it. Need it to stay alive, and it's good. What a way to complete the comeback. What a rally and what a victory. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Happy holidays and welcome to the Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. I'm Chris Fowler inside the Tiburon Theater. We're so proud every year to be able to bring you Heisman Trophy night. The most impactful handoff of the season is just moments away now. And one of these guys will become the 91st Heisman Trophy winner. The 4 finalists, as chosen by the Heisman balloters, a somewhat surprising group if we're being honest. At the beginning of the season, you might not have thought these would be your 4 finalists, but each of these guys has earned their way here, not by focusing on the Heisman, but by focusing on their team and doing what it takes to win football games. A reminder of how good each of their 4 seasons were. And these guys talk about their poise, their composure. They've been that way on the field, but when you get to Heisman Trophy night and you get them together and the trophy is in the room, everybody admits these are very nervous moments. Only one of them will have their name read. Only one of them will join this exclusive fraternity. And one more look at this year's Heisman finalists. One of these guys is about to experience a life-changing moment. Okay, we've kept them waiting long enough. All of us want to know who is going to win the trophy for this season. And the winner of the 2026 Heisman Trophy is John Mateer, senior quarterback out of Oklahoma. And one final congratulations to this year's Heisman Trophy winner. 2026 will forever be known as his Heisman season. Thanks for joining us.
San Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. The season reaches a conclusion, both of these teams trying to finish with a victory in the Alamo Bowl. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the Connecticut Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with Coach Kinney before the game. He is really trying to motivate his team here today to use this opportunity to develop. This is a team that just barely made it into bowl contention, just barely eligible. But getting into a bowl game allows you to have extra practice time. That is extra development time for this young team that looks to make some splashes next year. Coach said, here's our opportunity to prove we can be even better coming up. But it all starts here today. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Huskies offense as they take control of the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Poor starting field position here for this offense. On the draw, it's Christian. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Christian. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. So Texas State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Here are the guys we expect to be impact players in this one. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Burgess. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pick on it. Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Red pass, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, 5. Ready, 4, ready, go.
Running inside, it's Jenkins. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Jackson will throw. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a...
Maybe a crease. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Guys, for just a second, let's talk about UConn. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to... There he goes! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This UConn offense really has it going. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got... and they've got it at the 48. The run inside. It's Jenkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. What a grab with one hand.
I'll tell you what, this receiver's not that tall, but because of that one-handed catch, he just showed you a massive catch radius. Wow.
And the Bobcats with the 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. backfield. It's Burgess. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Gets the back moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Off play action on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running inside. It's Jenkins. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Jackson will throw. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UConn going back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. A run for the quarterback.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first.
Snags it and he's open. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line and a big pickup on that one. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Bowers. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Run in the red zone. It's Bowers. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. At midfield, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He goes right back to the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. The Bobcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs, it's Jenkins. Smith made him miss again. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Burgess. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Finds us back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Pressure coming. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Jackson will throw. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the...
Got some room to run. Touchdown, UConn. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Back now to your game inside the Alamo Dome. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Texas State's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Guys?
Holly, thank you. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. On the move and looking deep. Upstairs to make the catch. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Texas State. Rolled his way into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he makes the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Breaks into the open. Never seems to take the big hit. Finds enough room to get to the 29. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Reeder. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Reeder. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guys?
There's a little room there. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. So 1st down will open up the final period. Run in the red zone. It's Reeder. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got it. Touchdown, Huskies. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Huskies back on top.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Texas State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Throwing right. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Jackson will throw. Oh, they're after him. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Tripped up for the tackle.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. At the 35, he's got room. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Bobcats want to move quickly.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Jackson gonna throw it. Using his feet to buy time. He tried to get out of trouble, but he goes down for the sack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Fires to the tight end. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
3rd down following the sack by the D. He's got it. That'll be a first down and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Give to the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
It has been quite a season. Thanks for going on the ride with us on EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. We'll see you next season.